Hello world and welcome to a new campaign, Majapahit, Marauders. In this first episode, you'll be getting quite the treat, and there will be a slight twist that some of the more keen-eyed of you will be able to spot before it happens. And the rest, well, you're just gonna have to play along, and look at that Admiral. Ooh. Raiden Sumarat Ratri. Sorry for that little cut. Hopefully that won't happen too often. Here we go, Sunda Malaka, taken care of. I like that disciplined general, keeps my men from dying. Give the estates the clicks they need. Basic missions. I think it's a shame that Majapahit doesn't have its own unique missions, because there certainly is potential for it in an arena as unique as this. I don't know about you, but early game I pretty much always have my diplomats and spying. Now I also wish that there was some option in the menu, say something similar to message settings, where you could start with all of the diplomatic options open. Because, I mean, who really plays through an entire campaign without just... I mean, it's one of the first things I do, is I just go into the diplomacy screen, and I open up everything. But at least they don't make you do that each time you click on a new country. That would be truly painful. How's our air? Terrible. Nice. Sometimes you get what you pay for. And sometimes that phrase is just a consolation. Grouping trade, and I think that's all of... Oh, nope. I did miss a couple things. Those are all the early game clicks and setups I like to do. Check out our... Ooh. Terrible stats. Terrible stats, and equally terrible stats in the air. But that strict trait's actually quite helpful. It stacks well with our advisor. And hopefully we can really kick some butt with that early on. I really do like the Hindu religion mechanics because of how much variability it has. There are stronger bonuses like Sunni. Their tech cost reduction is quite powerful, but there are definitely times when the flexibility of the Hindu religion, is certainly helpful. I think that's all I need to be concerned about, and we're off. How long did that take? Oh, 4 minutes or so? Not bad. We've been sent an insult. Oh no. We'll just have to kill them. It's the only solution. I can't imagine a better way to handle confrontation. I always take this right away just because there's never going to be a more useful time in the game to have it than when you're small and not that powerful. Maybe if you're a larger nation like France or Spain or the Ottomans, there's some sort of min-maxing you can do there in waiting for larger wars, but here it's best just to take it early on when you're at your most vulnerable. Sunda's not all that strong. We should be able to just roll right over them pretty much as soon as we get the chance, no matter who they ally, which at the moment it seems like they aren't allying anybody. Neither are we. You don't really need allies when you are first starting out in this arena of Malaysia, because as long as you have a strong enough navy... Reminds me, I should probably check on... I think once we beat up Sunda, we'll loot them quite a bit, and we'll take some money from them. That'll help fund our navy, but as long as you have a large enough navy in this area, it doesn't matter who you're allied to because you're all on little separate islands in the first place, so it doesn't make all that much of a difference, really. If you're smart with your navy, you can pick on people much larger than you and get away with it. Hopefully saying that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. Certainly could. And Sunda is ready for war. Your bond's the best claim. Want to reduce the core cost on that by the most. Plus it's grassland. Jungle, grassland, grassland, grassland. Alright. That was really lucky though, rolling that 2-star general to start with. I'm happy about that. I hope that sets a mood for the whole campaign. Oh, we already have it before the tick. That's exciting. Usually they make you wait. We'll wait anyways, just to make sure you can hit them when their morale is down if possible. Think that this means they have to be in Pakwan because we'd see them if they were in Banten or any of the other provinces. Yep, and they're moving into Cirebon on the 27th. We unfortunately can't be there till the 2nd of December, giving them that slight morale tick up, but we outnumber them by a solid margin. 6 regiments isn't a small amount. I just tried going to take out their navy with my army. Not sure how that would work, unless we have some exceptionally strong swimmers. And off to the races we are, looking like we are definitely in for a stack wipe. Or rather, the Sundanese army is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. See how things go. Regiment training here, it looks like. But we stopped them from spawning in time. What's the looting like? 9 ducats. That sounds tasty. Tasty, tasty ducats. Just carpet sieging, getting everything set up. This should be taken before the end of the month, so no worry about attrition there. And luckily, look at that, how nice of them. They split up their navy just for us. 5 versus 17, 7 cogs. Hopefully we don't lose any lights in this battle. That'd be a real shame. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Oh, and I didn't even forget to use the diplomats in time. Wow, that's exciting. Man, I'm feeling really good about this. How about you guys? I always feel strange when I'm watching a YouTube video and they ask a question. And I'm just sitting there like, I can't really give a real-time response. I don't know what you're expecting, man. But I think I get it now. It's hard to fill the silence on your own. That being said, this battle rolled a 0. That hurts. It's because it would have been really nice to take out a couple of the ships. Maybe we get lucky and we board a few. But nope. No such luck. Oh, that is really convenient. I am happy about that. When's this gonna happen? I think I'll just send the ships out anyways. It's only a few percent worth of damage for me, but they are coming in at what looks to be a much higher rates of damage. Are they gonna reinforce? No, they won't. Stack wipe. That is nice. That is the kind of thing I like to see. Whew. Everyone's looting. Oh. One inefficiency there. Not using the siege general, so that's terrible air. I don't know if generals are more likely to die when they're leading troops outside of battle, but it certainly feels like they should be. And so, just to be safe, I try not to leave my best generals just sitting on top of armies for no reason. Won that battle pretty handily. Moving this off to continue. I don't even think we missed a siege tick there. Everything's running like a well-oiled machine. Anything happening outside of here that I'm just not paying attention to? Let's see. Still no Bahmani. No Bahmani Vijayanagara war yet. Ming, powerful as always. War for Oirat tribute. Yep. Who else can we rival? See, this always annoys me, especially when you eclipse your last rival while you're at war, and so you're not getting the extra PP from long-time rivals, or you're losing the opportunity for that in the future. It's annoying. Why can't I at least look at it and make a decision now? Even if I have to wait to click the button, or even let me make the decision now and click it, and just don't let it take effect until after the war. What's the purpose of making me wait, huh? Perhaps I'm just impatient. How's looting? Oof, trying to click on that province. My army getting in the way. Now I actually quite like these unit models here. Brilliant red, which is why actually I will spoil this a little bit, I suppose. I most certainly will not be forming Malay in this campaign. I don't really like the color, and the ideas don't interest me all that much. I think there's definitely something to be said in terms of them being better ideas objectively. I'm just not all that interested in playing a Malaysia campaign. And so that's not what we are going to be doing. If you have any other ideas on nations that perhaps later in the game would be interesting to flip to, I'm not completely against culture converting and taking a stab at it. If you have interesting ideas, just leave them in the comments below. Gonna take this fight. They're probably fully repaired by now. Movement speed, not bad. Their admiral's really not that great. How are we rolling? Better than them, at least. And it seems like they aren't gonna kill any of our ships. None boarded, though. That's sad. Well, I could sit around looting, but there's not a whole lot of reason to do that. Let's let that play out for a couple more ticks while I work on this. Maybe boost our stability up a slight amount. Fully repaired. That's... Again, everything's running like a well-oiled machine. I'm just astonished. Alright, so... Send those privateers off. We have enough to boost stab again. One second. Sorry about that, I'm slightly ill, but we are back to the game. Alright. I think it's about time we make that peace deal. Oh, and I have been stupidly just sitting on a diplomat. What a waste. And the peace deal looks something like this. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Oh, what's this? Hoist the black flag. There's your surprise. Do you like it? I think it's really a little dramatic that it comes with the stability drop sound. I mean, I know it's in there, but maybe they should make something a little more festive, huh? So this is going to be a Pirate Nation campaign, and perhaps you already knew that from the title, Marauders of Majapahit, but I like to think that it wasn't too entirely obvious. And since our beloved estates are going to be disappearing next monthly tick, no reason not to get as much out of them as we can. In the meantime, 25 influence. Merchant guilds. Oh. We'll just boost them to influence by 7.8. There we go. Make them really angry because they can't do anything about it next turn. A little expensive. That'll cut into our naval expansion money, but I think we'll get by. Our next war, I think, will happen very quickly after this. It will be on Makassar or Luwu. Who's looking stronger? More annoying to fight. You are... How did you end up at war with Kutai? Thai conquest of Palopo. Whichever it is. That's interesting. And convenient. I don't know. It doesn't... Obviously, Kutai hasn't landed yet. But it means their navy will help out. So... I think I'm going to go for a war against Luwu first. And hopefully we can beat Kutai to the punch, so to speak. No allies? Nope, no allies. Did they have any? No, they didn't. Sometimes they... Yeah, no allies. I remember the olden days when you wanted to move an army, you had to do it manually. Oh. I forgot to pay attention to this. Oh yes, I forgot. With pirate nations, when you form them, your ruler is an admiral. That's a really cool mechanic. It's hard to decide which general to get rid of. I think that the manpower that you save from having 2 siege and not having to sit through it as long I feel like that's less valuable than the staying power in battle that you get out of having a solid combat general. And plus that bonus to prestige from land battles is pretty good. Is it actually counting the leader admiral as a leader? I think it is. I don't like that. I don't think it's supposed to do that. That might be an oversight. But it doesn't really make much of a difference, as they have equal stats, except the our ruler's actually better. So, to war, we're gonna have to eat the movement into the hills impact. And wow, that's gonna take us a long time. The 29th of January. Could have waited a little longer, gotten an extra tick in there. Reinforcement tick. Brunei's... Not Brunei, Kutai's navy is what matters. 8 light ships to reinforce us, so... The Luwuan navy won't be there for long. I attacked with the wrong wow. and right after I said that having a good combat general is important and invaluable. That one bites a little. Not gonna lie. That one stings just a bit. Who else are you allied to? Bhutan and Tidor. I think I can take them, but I don't want to rush things. So I think we're just gonna wrap this war up as fast as possible. And I just let them all eat that attrition tick because I wasn't paying attention. Off you go. Ooh, that hurts. I think later on we will be colonizing the archipelago a little bit, just because it is convenient. They are high dev provinces, and we definitely don't want the Spanish and the French and the British all coming up in here, trying to take our land from us, taking our jobs. We can't have that. We've got to populate, so we have to populate these islands with as many true Majapahitans. It's probably just Majapahit as possible, right? Sort of like how like people from France are French, but people from, oh, I don't know. I'm sure that precedent exists somewhere. I know I've heard it. But anyways, I think, yeah, somebody who comes from Majapahit is probably just Majapahit. Doesn't really matter which province we fabricate on there, because we're going to fabricate on both of them. Palembang is one that we're probably not going to want to conquer outright, simply due to the fact that we want to limit institution spread. And we're going to try and spawn Renaissance and keep it in here as long as possible, so that the rest of Asia falls behind in tech. Well, we just sit on our glorious throne of technology. Kutai still helping us with this blockade. And so I think we're just gonna sit here and take the fight rather than piecing out immediately when Palopo falls. We're low on Republican tradition, so I think we're gonna keep cycling through new leaders for a little bit now. If we end up in a situation where we're running really high on military power, we will certainly strengthen government a few times, and then we can start the re-election cycle. That's the other thing too about being Hindu as a republic, is it means we have the option every time we change leaders to switch up our deity, which could be helpful in a pinch. Army professionalism. Our army hasn't had much time to sit around and just drill, so we wouldn't know all about that. And we're just waiting for this siege to end. 320 days. About the average time for a siege. That's always the most painful, is when the men that you set there, so many of them die, you have to reinforce with a whole new regiment. That's probably a sign of military failure in some capacity, but we're just gonna throw more bodies onto the pile. For the glory of Great Majapahit. 6% attrition. That hurts. And there's nothing we could really do about that. Hopefully we can avoid some more debt. In fact, in case this doesn't work out, we'll see. Awesome, we won that, so we don't have to worry about any more attrition. It's all over. It's all over. We'll be okay. How's this naval battle going? They ruled terribly. I like that. Wow. Wow. We just got excellent luck there. Although I must point out, still no boardings, despite our bonus as a pirate republic of plus 33% chance to capture ship. To capture enemy ship, as well as our naval doctrine. Plus 2/3. Now I love myself some nicely stacked bonuses. It really just, it gives me a nice warm and fuzzy feeling inside. Isn't that the same for you guys? Oh, I forgot to set our new leader admiral as leader of the that fleet for the battle. That sure was a little inefficient, but Kutai's admiral took over, so it was fine. We just listened to whatever that guy said to do. And here, nothing fancy in this peace deal. No ceding provinces or anything squirrely. We're just gonna full annex them because we want land and money. And I think, guys, that's where I'm going to call it good for this episode of the Majapahit Marauders. Feels kind of weird, starting off the end of the first episode with fewer provinces than we started with, but trust me, it'll all pick up next episode. We'll probably double in size in a matter of 15 to 20 minutes. I know I went a little bit over on this episode, but it's a pilot episode, right? Pilot episodes are always longer. So, that's all for now. If you have any comments, comment below. I'm not made of glass. You can comment any criticisms you'd like. If you have any tips on how to improve the audio or overall quality of the videos, just throw them my way. With that being said, goodbye world, and I'll see you next time.